Today, I want to go over with you guys urban modern interior design style. I am super excited to go over this one. I am not a super modern design type of a person. I think you've probably figured that out by now if you watched a few of my videos, but I really like this one. This one definitely focuses on some really amazing elements within the space that make me go, I think there's something to this. All right, guys, let's dive in to urban modern interior design style. Hi guys, it's Ania from Interior Design Hub, back again today with another design style video. I am super excited to go over this design style with you guys today because this one is actually new for me and I saw it and went, I gotta talk about this. All right, so what is it? What is urban modern interior design style? Well, it has a lot of notes, the contemporary, modern, and industrial influences, and that's the part that I think got me really looking at this style and going, oh my gosh, I really, really like this style. You gotta think light and airy spaces, and they take full advantage of architectural drama, which I love. I love when we're focusing on architectural details in a space because I truly feel like that can just take a space from just, design to really like next level. Not that necessarily every space has architectural drama, but this is really what captured me with this space. Don't worry, I'm gonna get into how you can create this in your own space. So one of the things when you're thinking about urban modern design style is that you've gotta think that it is sleek and minimal and it has comfort but glamour all at the same time. It's creating that perfect harmony to balance all of that so that it actually feels really, really well designed. So I would say the perfect space or the perfect, starting point for an urban modern feel is something that's light and airy. So think of like an open floor plate. I really do think that this leads much better to an open floor plan. So think perfect would be like an industrial loft, okay? That would be awesome. So basically having open spaces and high ceilings if possible, lots of natural light coming in, but that's the ideal setting. It can be suited to, an urban apartment or even a full-sized home. It really will come down to the application. So I think we've heard me say this before, but one of the things with urban modern design is that the color palette is very similar to some of the other color palettes that we've talked about, and that is neutrals. And I know it's like, oh, just neutrals, but you're bringing the drama in from other areas. So having that quiet color palette really is the perfect starting point for achieving this look. So what it is that we want that urban modern feel to also be comfortable. So that neutral base on your walls, on your floors, on even major furniture pieces is what's gonna give that lived in and comfortable feeling that we want as part of our harmonious design. So think, taupes and creams and browns, and then just warm undertones basically to achieve this cohesive look. So you really don't wanna have too much matchy-matchy within this look, but you definitely want that continuous and harmonious feeling to go throughout the space. So in order to achieve this harmonious look throughout the space, that's where that neutral color palette and then bringing that throughout the whole space will keep it continuous, even though we don't want everything to be matchy-matchy. If you guys watched my, don't do this video, you'll know that we don't want matchy-matchy. That's not, it's never good. One of the things to do with urban modern interior design style is to mix up your materials. So it's got that rugged and soft look, which is what I think I really love about this look. It's almost a little bit more masculine too, which I really do gravitate towards. So think of woods, irons, steels, and then mix that with plush, luxurious materials, even leathers, and then think like soft, cushy seating against that. So you want the juxtaposition between hard and soft materials. So one of the things with this look that is very different from a lot of looks that we've talked about that have this kind of neutral backdrop is that we want to keep it minimal. So that's one of the really key design elements with this is that we don't want to have a lot of knickknacks and stuff. We want to have clean lines and then the interesting shapes and the interesting pieces, and if there's architectural elements, to be the star of the show. You know, if you don't have that architectural element, throw in a big, amazing piece of artwork and then highlight that piece. And then that brings in that bold kind of architectural element, even though it's not an architectural element, but it brings in a really interesting element that you can then focus on within the space. And then never forget, still add in your plants. You definitely, with some of these looks kind of like this, you need some of that natural material to soften it, because even though we're doing, you know, hard materials and soft materials, plant life helps balance those in a really good way, so the space doesn't read too cold or too uninviting. You really want to make sure that you walk the fine line in this one, because it can go to one extreme or another very easily. So when you're thinking about lighting for this space, you want to think about doing that kind of industrial-ish type of lighting. So still thinking about metals and woods and fixtures with that exposed filament bulb, like that actually would really work in this space. Now, you don't want to do too much of it, because then it's like, oh, but you definitely want to take your lighting elements to your advantage. If you haven't watched yet my lighting video, I highly recommend you check that one out after this, because it really does go into detail about the importance of lighting. So accent, ambient, and task lighting. And this space is no different. Lighting is a showpiece within this type of a look, and buying those lights that have that kind of industrial edge will really elevate this style. So one of the key differences between urban modern and then just like a minimalist or industrial style is adding in that decor with that soft element. It also focuses on a statement. So a big part of this look is having some statement features. So if you don't have some crazy architectural detail in your space, which I mean, would be awesome, but if you don't have architectural elements like beams or interesting heights to your ceilings, that's where you want to think about that key art piece or something that's really interesting visually to capture somebody's attention when they walk into this space. So you're creating this space of neutral, soft materials, hard materials, the woods, the metals, the leathers, the also like plushy decor, extra seating, but then also not forgetting about a statement piece, because that's what's really going to bring you into this look. And it doesn't have to be artwork. It could be a lighting feature. You could have a huge, amazing statement light feature, like a deconstructed chandelier that would look amazing in this style. So try, if you have, say, a regular home with different rooms, to add a statement feature into each space, so each room. So it could be a piece of art, could be lighting, could be a bold cut pattern in the space, but definitely try to infuse that in each space. So it's not just one element within the main space, it's actually each room. If you have rooms, obviously you have like an industrial loft, that's kind of besides the point. But if you are working with a traditional home, that's one of the key elements to keep bringing this through. So it creates that consistency, because consistency is very, very important in this look. As much as you're not matchy-matchy, you still want it to flow. So with urban modern accessories, don't forget the plants, the botanicals, that organic and natural material really helps soften the space. And also, although I did say minimal decor pieces, make sure that when you're picking those decor pieces that they have a purpose or that they're very functional. That really does go well with this urban modern feeling. It really should, you know, have an interest to it. I think urban modern is a very funky, fun, fresh look. It's a fresh take on modern design and industrial design. It's really mixing a bunch of design styles together, and I'm really, really loving it. And I think if you're interested in a lot of these different looks, this one is for you. If you guys are enjoying this video, I highly recommend you jump over to my lighting video. It'll help give you a little bit more in depth on how to use lighting in your space really effectively, and how lighting alone can just change the whole design concept of a space. So definitely check that one out next. And if you guys are enjoying this content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys, until next time, bye.